it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel. Or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes. And today in this video, I'm going to tell you guys a scary story about how I was home alone when the power outage of the PG&E fires hit my house. So this was really scary for me because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to handle the situation. And I was trying to try to stay as calm as possible despite the fact I was really scared. And so this is a story just to let you guys know it's okay to be scared during a PG&E power outage, but the best thing you can do is make do with what you have, like whether if you have candles in your house and you're allowed to use candles, or if you have a lantern that runs on batteries, you definitely can do that. And comment down below if you guys want a top 10 best emergency supplies for a power outage. So I'm going to get started. And if you didn't see my power outage story of when my brother and I were home alone when a power outage hit without power for an hour, I'll link that down below if you didn't see. So I'm going to get started. So this all began 2 years ago. This was when the power outage of PG&E was going around, and it was hitting around every city, and they were shutting all the power off because the power was causing the wildfires. And we were scared at first it was going to hit my house because I wasn't scared the fires were going to hit my house because my house was way far away from the fires. But I was scared that the power outage was going to hit my house. So anyway, we stayed prepared, and when we heard the day they were going to shut off all the power for the PG&E, we thought it was going to hit my neighborhood, and luckily that day it didn't. We waited for like several hours, and I think they said by 8 o'clock or something that night everything was going to go out, but it ended up not going out that night, and we were thinking, oh, maybe they won't hit our house. But then a couple days later, it was a Saturday, I was sitting at home, I was on my computer watching YouTube. Then all of a sudden, it was maybe around almost 7 or 8 o'clock that night, and suddenly I'm sitting in my old room and the power just completely shuts off, and I'm really like freaked out and startled. And I'm like, what is going on here? Blah, 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 blah. And at first I didn't think that the outage was going to happen. And I was really, really scared. So luckily my phone had enough battery on it for me to call my mom. And I called my mom and I'm like, Mom, the PG&E outage hit my house. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know what to do. She goes, okay, calm down. I'll be home as soon as I can. Yeah, and so I wait maybe about 20 minutes. Luckily, my mom was not too far away. She was just downtown in my city, and she was eating dinner with her friend. And as she was eating dinner with her friend, she and her friend leave the restaurant. They come home. I can't even see anything because my house is like completely pitch black dark. Luckily, I had an extra lantern from one of my mom's friends who kept it for us just in case we had a power outage, which is really nice of him. And I was like super scared. I was hoping my mom was coming home soon. It was taking her a little bit of a while just because she had walked down from downtown of my area and back, and then she came in with her friend and she goes, are you okay? I'm like, I'm scared, the power's out, I can't see anything, I don't know what to do. And so all of a sudden my mom starts lighting candles so we all can see, and we suddenly start getting all the lanterns that my mom's friend had given us for the power outage, and we light them all up. And I felt more comfortable now that we had a lot of light so I could see everything. And I was really happy, and I was super grateful that my mom's friend gave us these lanterns. which really helped us. I always keep that lantern for emergencies in case I can't see anything and my power's out or my light's not working. And I felt much calmer once we had lights lit, like candles lit and everything. I want to let you guys know I'm not afraid of the dark, but if a power outage happens, I don't exactly know what I'm supposed to do. And it's really, really scary for me, especially when I'm home alone and stuff. And luckily, I think the very next day, or it wasn't the very next day, I think it was the day after, I can't remember, my power comes back on. But what sucks was my internet wasn't working. So we kind of had to reset the internet. Sorry, that was my tablet. And then later, a couple days later, and my power goes out again because of the PG&E fires, and I'm freaking out again. Luckily my mom was home with me that day when we witnessed it, and we were both really, and I was pretty scared, but luckily my mom was able to calm me down and turn on some spare lights and light some candles, so it made it more relaxing for me, because I was really, really scared, and I don't do well when power outages happen. Luckily, the PG&E fires didn't hit my house, and luckily we were all safe, and luckily we had some extra backup when our power went out. And I'm glad I calmed down after probably like 20 minutes when my mom came home, and we lit some candles so we could see, because I felt much better, because I'm not afraid of the dark or anything. It's just sometimes when I'm in the dark and I can't see, it kind of makes me a little anxious. So, because my house gets very pitch black dark when I have no power. So she was able to light some candles, and we were able to make do with our lantern, our extra flashlights, and everything else when our power was out. And it did take a couple days for our power to come back on. What sucks is we had no internet for 2 weeks, but luckily we were able to make do and be grateful we had power. But that was a really scary moment for me, and I really did not like the fact that I got stuck at home when I had no power. So the moral of the story is, it's always good to have backup when your power goes out, because I understand it gets very frustrating because you can't do what you need to do. You can't go on the internet. You can't watch movies. You can't watch TV. But it's really not that big of a deal. You just have to make do with what you have and do with what you can. And like, use a lantern so you can see. Keep an extra flashlight for emergency. Or if you feel comfortable, you can light candles. Just make sure you remember to put them out before you leave the house or go to sleep. Because if you leave them on while you're sleeping, that's super dangerous. Okay, so those are that was my story about how I was stuck at home during the power outage of the PG&E fires. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye.